On the eve of the Lunar New Year, contributor Hua Hsu is finding comfort at a store that's just like home for millions of Asian Americans.
Every time I remember that my mother is dead, it feels like I'm colliding with a wall that won't give.
Author and musician Michelle Zauner was 25 years old when her mother died of cancer.
There's no escape, just a hard surface that I keep ramming into over and over, a reminder of the immutable reality that I will never see her again.
This half-an-inch tumor, destroyed my family and tore my life apart. And I think I just needed all of the space and word count and time to sort through that.
Her story of climbing out from the depths of grief became a runaway bestseller.
For a long time, I couldn't remember my mom before she was sick because, I had lived 3,000 miles away since I was 18, so the last concentrated period of time that we spent together was when she was ill.
These are 3 different types of rice cakes.
In the aisles of the Korean-owned grocery chain H Mart, Zauner found comfort.
The beloved Spam.
Suddenly I wasn't thinking about my mom losing her hair or my mom losing weight. I was thinking about us in Korea eating patbingsu, shaved ice with sweet red beans, and it was like a parting of a cloud, like a mental cloud.
I know we are all here for the same reason. We're all searching for a piece of home or a piece of ourselves. We look for a taste of it in the food we order and the ingredients we buy.
Do you feel like you're a spokesperson for H Mart sometimes?
I feel like they're their #1 cheerleader.
Zauner's influence is undeniable as soon as you walk through the door.
Using Korean food and learning
Her
Korean
promotional
dishes.
video plays on a loop.
That's actually the first time I've seen this on the TV.
Nearly 40 years ago, H Mart opened this store in Flushing, Queens in New York, selling mostly Korean ingredients as well as other Asian snacks and produce.
These are basically like Korean Funyuns.
Yeah.
Today, it's the country's largest Asian grocery chain with more than 100 stores nationwide.
This is the New Year's section a little bit.
It has become a kind of hub for Lunar New Year shopping.
For Lunar New Year,
Yeah.
you have to treat yourself to some fancy fruits. You know that produce is special when it comes with its own down jacket.
Zauner is gathering ingredients to make a stew that she says works for Lunar New Year and all year round.
I think the best thing that I know how to make is kimchi jjigae. It's a Korean kimchi stew, and it's kind of like the chicken soup of Korean culture.
Kimchi is a staple of Korean cuisine, and its fermented, often spicy vegetables are the base of this stew.
The key to really good kimchi jjigae is really old, funky, aged kimchi.
It's making its presence
It's
known.
making its presence known. This is made with cabbage. It's fermented with red pepper flakes, with onion and garlic, and sometimes carrots and radishes.
The longer the kimchi is aged, the more flavorful the stock.
It smells great already.
Simmer with some onions and pork, top with tofu and scallions, and
It has such a depth of flavor. I can't believe it just took 20 minutes to make. It's delicious.
My mom made really good kimchi jjigae. So for me, when I think of Korean food and Korean comfort cooking and my mom's cooking, this is one of the main dishes that I always think of, and was one of the most important things for me to learn how to make on my own because it was something that I really, really missed eating.
There was a part of me that felt, or maybe hoped, that after my mother died, I had absorbed her in some way, that she was a part of me now.
these days, Michelle Zauner is preparing to go on tour with her indie pop band, Japanese Breakfast, and she's turning her memoir into a movie.
Do you see writing and cooking as a way of just, bringing your mother back just for these moments?
Yeah, absolutely. To, have to scour memory and relive and see and smell and taste and hear all of those things again, It's kind of the closest that you can get to resuscitating someone.